It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Myra Kressner. Myra Kressner, class of 1976, with a degree in secondary education in English, is a leading advocate for individuals living with Autism Spectrum Disorder and one of the university's most engaged alumna. She has served on the SUNY New Paltz Foundation Board of Directors since 2012 and is a 2021 recipient of the SUNY New Paltz Heritage Award. Kressner's engagement with her alma mater has often intersected with her passion for supporting individuals living with Autism Spectrum Disorder. She established the Kressner Family Autism Spectrum Program Fund and Endowment in 2017 as a pilot to provide New Paltz students with tools and resources to succeed in college and after graduation. That initiative laid a foundation for the new Kressner Autism Spectrum Program Fund. The fund supports activities for New Paltz students, including one-credit courses focusing on major life transitions, travel and other funding to create project-based learning and networking opportunities, underwriting a conference for students with disabilities, and other items. Following her own graduation from New Paltz, Myra Kressner entered the publishing industry and later became co-founder of CSP Business Media. In 2016, she started the Kressner Strategy Group, which develops strategic engagement for suppliers and operators in the convenience and food service channels. She also co-founded Vision Group Network, a leadership share group for cross-channel discussion of disruptive solutions within convenience, retail, and mobility industries. We recognize Myra Kressner for her many professional accomplishments and for her exemplary service and engagement with the campus community. We are honored that she could join us today to share remarks with our graduates.
Good morning. Thank you, Provost McClure, President Wheeler, and SUNY New Paltz. Hello, graduates. Let's take a moment to celebrate your achievements and success that led to today. I never thought so many years ago, sitting where you are, that I would be your commencement speaker. Let me say, this occasion is meant to be a glorious celebratory event for graduates and their families, although we cannot ignore what has transpired on college campuses across the nation over the last few weeks, including our beloved New Paltz. My goal for the next few minutes is to talk about what it means to be a successful New Paltz graduate. First, huge congratulations to salutatorian Sen Oglesby with us today, and also valedictorian Julia Lombard, who was recognized at yesterday's ceremony. I want to recognize and thank my fellow foundation board members and Erica Marks and Jonathan Vaughn, who have been wonderful supporters, as well as Ashley Guerrero and Emmy D'Souza with the Disability Resource Center. And of course, I recognize the students with whom I've had the privilege of spending time, along with alumni at various events around the country. I also want to thank my family and dear friends who will be here today to celebrate with you, my daughter Alexandra and her good friend Frankie, my sister Carol and brother-in-law Richard, my niece Sandy, and longtime friends Audrey, Susie, and Michael. I've had to make several big decisions that powerfully affected my life and career after graduating New Paltz with a BS degree in secondary education. Shout out to those who pursue this incredibly important role of educator in shaping our future society. My story, though, is becoming an entrepreneur involved in launching 3 successful businesses in retail media, management consulting, and leadership think tanks, and also being able to do good by helping students at New Paltz on the autism spectrum. There are many ways to define or measure success. My daughter is on the autism spectrum, and to her, success is often celebrated with incremental achievements. Growing up, Alexandra wanted to be a veterinarian. However, her experience in college was extremely stressful, and she never completed her studies. Today, many years later, she works in a pet store, and for her, that is success. Because of Allie, I was motivated to start the Kressner Autism Spectrum Program that provides neurodiverse students additional resources to help enable their success at New Paltz and also in their career of choice after graduation. That's why I did it. The results have been incredibly rewarding, and there are plans to expand in the SUNY ecosystem and with other autism centers around the country. My success did not come overnight. Early in my career, I was the only woman, 5 feet tall, in most meetings, and often ignored. But I did not let it overwhelm me, and over time, my perseverance, skill, experience, and yes, my personal charm broke through. You may face hurdles in your journey as well. Today, I am an influencer in business and the work we do for the Kressner Autism Spectrum Program because of the hard work, experience, trust, and respect that I earned over many years. So, what connective tissue will exist between your experiences at New Paltz and your goals moving forward? It will be integrity, authenticity, trust, and resilience when dealing with challenges. You will have disappointments, and you may not succeed at everything you do. Some things will not be in your control, but your integrity, your authenticity, and understanding the true value of your reputation are within your control. I started at New Paltz as a theater major, and although I was cast in several shows, I decided I was not talented enough to be successful, whatever that meant to me at 19 years old. So I became an English education major, and as a senior, I student taught 8th grade English in Wappingers Falls. I loved it, and the students loved me. Almost 50 years later, I do still have the lovely jewelry box that the students gave me when the term ended. Upon graduation, I applied to a number of schools in the Mid-Hudson Valley and discovered that they would not be hiring new teachers until the new school year. So I went back to live with my parents in Yonkers, and one of the most consequential opportunities and subsequent decisions came my way. I was offered a job in Manhattan to work in production at a magazine publishing company. So when I was offered a teaching job in September, I turned it down. This was big decision number one, made when I was about 21 or 22 years old, like many of you, and it had an incredible influence on my life. Something I never planned for or expected while studying at New Paltz came my way, and I took it. Yet I must emphasize that I have used many of the skills learned while studying to be an English teacher and continue to use every day in my media and consulting businesses. After 2 years of coming in early and staying late, taking extra projects and learning new skills at that first job, I turned down a job offer at Time magazine to work instead at a leading business-to-business publishing company in Midtown Manhattan. After a couple of promotions during 4 more years taking on extra projects and learning new skills, I was faced with big decision number 2. I took the opportunity to leave this corporate job, where I was very happy, to join a startup media company. Retail Insights was the very first business-to-business video publishing company. 40 years ago, this was truly innovative and the earliest transition into digital media like YouTube and others. It was here that I learned teamwork, creativity, being open to new ideas, big ideas, and taking chances. Coming in early and staying late, by the way, applies to virtual and work from home. But whenever possible, definitely show up in person. The best way to network and build trust. Big decision number 3 came with the opportunity to help launch another startup media company, CSP Business Media, which became so much of my world for over 20 years. We initiated many publishing and media innovations in the convenience retail industry, which today are established business process. It was a very bumpy start, but through hard work, creativity, and leadership from the company's CEO and my mentor, Paul Reuter, whether it was during very tough times or when we were riding high, we became the #1 media company in the industry. After selling that company, several clients with whom I had spent years establishing trust and respect asked me to advise their company. I started Kressner Strategy Group, becoming a strategic advisor to convenience retailers and food and technology solutions companies. About 6 months into the COVID pandemic, I started Vision Group Network with partners Eva Strasberger and Roy Strasberger to uncover and plan for social, economic, and technological disruption that every business will face. I will leave you with this. When I sat in your seat almost 50 years ago, I thought I would be teaching English locally to 8th grade students. Instead, I became a respected business owner traveling around the world. You may not know today what your career or future will be. It may be in your degree field, or it may be completely different. Don't be afraid of the change that is coming exponentially faster than we can imagine. Some things will be in your control, but also expect to make mistakes. I certainly did. But your integrity, your authenticity, earning respect, and understanding the true value of your reputation are within your control and will help determine your success. I had to learn all this, and so will you. Thank you, and congratulations.